Hello and welcome to the first episode of this Blender low poly tutorial series. This series will cover not only low poly modeling but also some lessons on how to implement them in Unity using C# scripts. In today's lesson we will be making a low poly terrain like the one shown here in a simple and fast manner. First we will have to start a new Blender file by pressing Ctrl+N. Place the cursor on the screen and press A. This will select all items in the scene. Now that all items are selected, press the delete key to delete everything. Next press Shift+A. From the mesh selection we will insert a plane. Now that we have a plane, make sure your cursor is on the screen and press the S key to scale it. You can type in a value with your number keys or use your mouse. The value I chose was 180. Now that we have the size we want. In the top left corner of the screen click where it says Object Mode and change it to Sculpt Mode. Then in the top right corner check the box that says Dynamic Topology. I chose to mirror the sculpting on the X-axis for speed's sake by clicking the button to the left of the checkbox, though you will get a lot more natural look without using this feature. Using Dynamic Topology we can now start to draw in the shape of the world we want. Dynamic Topology can be toggled with the checkbox in the header or with Ctrl+D. With Dynamic Topology active, most brushes will subdivide the mesh during the stroke, allowing us to make complex shapes with ease. Do not get too carried away with perfection because the mesh will dramatically change by the time we are done. I will now speed up the video a bit so you do not have to listen to my awful robot voice for longer than required. At this point I decided to add a lake. By pressing Ctrl and clicking you can subtract height from the mesh. Then I decided to add some more geometry to the mesh so it was not so boring and flat. Once you are happy, switch back to Object Mode with the button in the top left corner. Now on the right hand tool selection, click the one that looks like a wrench. Then press Add Modifier, and then Decimate. Using the rate slider we can now reduce the amount of faces on our mesh to bring it back to more of a low poly look. Once it looks right, click the down arrow and hit the apply button. I want my mountains to have more of a pointy look, so I go back into sculpt mode. But this time use the grab brush. Using grab I can pull the vertexes I want into position and repeat it everywhere I feel it needed. Once you're happy with the map, we will need to divide our mesh up into different pieces so we can assign different colors to the regions we want. In the top left corner change from Sculpt Mode to Edit Mode. Now press the C key to change to Circle Select. The left button selects the areas you want within the circle. Pressing the mouse wheel selects the area, and the right mouse button cancels the Circle Select tool. Once you have all the faces you want to separate, press the P button and click Selection. The highlighted selection will become a new mesh object. Repeat this for all the areas you wish to make a different color. Once our mesh is separated, we can add some colors. Go back into Object Mode, click the area you want to change. Then click the icon in the right tool menu that looks like a circle, press New. Name the color. Repeat for all areas, then we will get to changing the color values. To change the base color, click on the white box next to base and choose the color you desire. If you cannot see the color on your mesh, click the button on the top right of your viewport that says Viewport Shading. Now repeat adding color for all regions. I will now add a simple plane to represent the water. We will be making animated water at a later stage after I finish moving and have my microphone back again. If you want water across the whole map, just set the scale size to the size you used when first creating the map. If not, scale it and drag it in place. With the water's color, the main change I used was a little bit of sheen, and turned down the alpha to give it a translucent look. Once you are happy with the final result, go to File, Export, and export as a FBX. Also don't forget to save your project, unlike me. Next we will import our mesh into Unity. Now open Unity Hub. Then press New, or select the version of Unity you wish to use. In the pop-up window make sure 3D is selected, and give your project a name. Now that we are in our project, right-click in the Assets, click on Create, then Create New Folder. Name the folder. I called mine 3D Assets. Now double-click on it to open. Next, find the folder that you saved the FBX file, and drag it into your new created folder in Unity. Now click the imported object. In the inspector, find the checkbox for Generate Colliders, and make sure that is checked. Click Apply. Now simply drag and drop the mesh into the game hierarchy. Congratulations! You have now successfully imported your new mesh into Unity. That is all for this episode. The next episode we will be working on making some low poly rocks, trees and grass. Make sure to like and subscribe for future content. And hope that I find my damn microphone, because using a text-to-speech is a real pain in the ass.